You having a good time over there?
Yeah.
What are you laughing at?
Just different versions of human mating calls.
We are live.
Is it all the way live?
It's recording.
Okay, it's recording. It's live.
Good, because I've been waiting.
Hold on a second. What's our intro? Don't snap. That's not going to be our fucking intro. Don't make this that thing right now. Don't do it. Don't do it. What's our real intro? You could do it after.
What is our real intro?
Welcome to the least motivational podcast in the world. Welcome. Also,
Can I do that? We say the intro and then I snap the beer.
did you just snap it?
I did.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right after you said it, I punctuated it with a beer
Perfect.
snap. I was waiting to drink that this whole time.
So today, Mike and I are going to talk about human mating calls.
How humans have mating calls.
How humans have mating calls.
Okay.
Do they have mating calls?
Absolutely, they do.
They do.
That is one. That's since the beginning of time.
Everything that mates has a mating call.
True. Do you mate, Nadim? Are you a human?
Are you asking if I have sex?
No. Yes.
Yes.
Do you mate?
We're asking the status of your
Mating.
relationship.
Like, do you have a mate that you mate with?
I don't want to claim her as mine,
Okay.
but there's
Very progressive of you.
That was
Yes,
wow.
yes.
Is it just me or does mine sound like I'm recording in an auditorium?
No, it is like that because Nadim has neglected to put up the sound.
But it didn't sound like that last time. Just making
didn't
sure it
sound
wasn't
like
me. Okay. As long as it's not just me. Maybe I need to do this here.
Just
Closer.
talk closer to the mic.
Just put like the whole thing in my face. Whatever. We're obviously still working on the
Got
kinks
it.
here.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so the question is though,
Yeah.
what do you think? And I'll answer this right after.
Yeah.
What do you think is the best form of a human mating call for a guy?
I can't answer to the best form, but
Your best form.
my best form.
Yeah.
My best
'Cause
form
that's-
is like it's a real life sort of situation where you just
Okay.
introduce yourself to the girl you're talking to.
That's so fucking 1980s something.
1980s something?
70 or 60s, 50s,
I'm telling you,
40s.
like-
That's like beginning of time shit. What about 2019, 2020 shit?
My gut instinct when he said that human mating calls was DM slides. Like that is the modern mating call. But
100%.
to answer your question, I actually don't DM slide really much at all.
I don't know if that's true.
It is true, but the thing is, like, I would like to more.
Ladies,
would like
do we have
to
any
more.
ladies? I wish some ladies could verify this shit live if Mike has slid in their DMs or not.
Maybe a few.
Nah,
but,
don't
like,
ask them to call you out.
Yeah.
Okay, I won't then.
Well, good thing our audience is 99% guys.
Yeah, it actually is.
If 1% of those girls was like, "Yeah, it was me," I'd be like, "Hey, what's up?" The girl,
what's up? You
what's up?
again?
You watching? Yeah.
So what's your mating call?
Like, how do I hit on a
Yeah,
girl?
what's the move? Because that's essentially what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Human mating calls. What's the move?
My
The
move,
go-to move.
So my move for everything is always situational. You know, you read the situation and you react to it. But if you're just going in cold, I'm not going to come in with some cheesy line or some shit. It's just going to be like, "Hi, introduce yourself, say you are, and just talk to
You're
the
not
person."
going to hit them with like, "Did you fall down this tree and you hit all the branches?"
What's up?
type-
You fall down?
you fall.
Hey, what's up?
You hit all these pretty branches and shit on the way
'Cause
down.
You look beat, and then you just neg them right off the bat. Like, no,
because you got to neg the pretty ones.
exactly. So I got some friends that were telling me about reading this what is it, like the pickup guide, like the pickup artist guide, and there's all this like shit about like, you know,
There's a guy.
yeah, like there's a book out there.
Where do
somewhere.
I get that at?
The internet.
What's it called?
I don't know. It's like
Okay,
just look up pickup artist guide.
We'll make one. We will make one.
Probably.
That's actually a good idea.
Yeah, but like the jokes I was saying in the Bros vs. Wine Tour video, that was true. That was like from things that I've heard from friends, which is like talking about negging girls, where you're like, you have to, you know, bring them down so they feel defensive.
Wait, so this is a hold on. In that
It's
video,
a thing. It's a
that
real
was
thing.
a real thing.
It's always real, bro.
Yo, I didn't know you
real.
actually heard this shit before.
Yes. Where do you think I come up
So
with most
there
of
was a
this
scene in the Brosverse where the girls were there, and Dom, his character is Mike right now, but Dom, the character he's playing, got mad at me because the girls were like basically dissing him, and he was looking to me to be like, "Why you not get my back?" And then I was like, "They were not into you," and his response is, "They were negging me, bro, because they like me so much. They were negging me. They're trying to bring me down." So this is a real thing.
Yeah, it's like, so basically a guy will, or a girl, or whoever, will diss the other person.
Okay.
So that they feel like that the person receiving the diss needs to feel validated, and so they'll need to get the approval of the other person. That's the theory
To
behind
get the
it.
oh shit.
Which is some really
That's some-
trashy
that's some
shit.
twisted shit.
Yeah. So I don't do that, but like that's some like, you know, pickup artist type shit. So I'm just like, I'm gonna have a conversation with this person, and then, you know.
So you're saying that like this normal pickup artist type move is like to make someone feel like you diss them, so they want your approval.
That's one that I know of.
That's fucking.
I don't know.
Sick,
I don't
bro.
know the other ones, but I know that that's one because I've heard that multiple times where it's like the term negging. You never heard that before?
I've heard of negging. Yeah.
Yeah, so
like giving
that's
someone shit.
Yeah. But actually, I've only heard it in the context of hitting on somebody. I've never heard negging in the context of just giving somebody shit.
Yeah, negging, like
Yeah.
chirping, shit like that.
Well,
making
chirping,
fun of. Yeah.
chirping, like I chirp you, but then it's not because I'm trying to like get you
Right.
validate this.
So
and
negging
that.
is only in the connotation towards like picking up someone.
I don't know that, but I know that the only time I've heard it was in that context.
Oh, I see.
But,
Okay.
Yeah. So what? Okay. What's yours then? Because like if I'm just gonna go up and be
Yeah. Of course, the go-to.
Yeah. What's your go-to?
I'm gonna admit this shit right off the bat. I'm not gonna play no games.
Can't wait.
Wait, hold on. If you know it, you're gonna call him out. If it's not true.
No, this is true. What I'm about to say is true.
Okay.
I'm fucking terrible at picking up girls.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's terrible.
End of podcast.
It's done. It's done.
Cut.
Now that's not to say that I can't pick them up. I'm just like
You're strong.
Well, yeah, that's easy. That's the easy part.
Physically pick.
If I can get to that point, it's a game over. But no, I don't know, dude. I have that weird social anxiety of like I go, like I remember once we were at like Bungalow or some shit, and like you're chilling, you with your girl, and like there was a bunch of other people, and like there might be someone like I would talk to, but I just don't do it. I just feel so I don't know. I guess I fear the fucking failure, so I just avoid it unless it comes to me.
We all do.
Of course, I know that.
Yeah.
I just like say fuck it. I think I just don't. I care. Obviously, I think sometimes I don't care enough.
Yeah. But like in the let's say the spectrum of like my group of friends, the guys who are always hitting on girls and the guys who never do. I'm probably somewhere in the middle where like I'll go out and just have a good time and whatever happens happens, and I'm always like, again, it's situational. I react to it, whatever. If I see a girl and I'm there might be some opportunity, I'll seize it, but I'm not the guy who's just like going just making targets and being like nope, and just taking all this rejection. And some guys are good at that. Some guys like roll up and be like, hey, what's up? Rejected, no big deal, move on. Like that rejection, it fucking sucks. Like there's no two ways about it. But I
mean, so maybe if you get to a point where like you've got rejected enough that you're just okay with getting rejected.
There is something liberating about it, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
don't know. I've never been rejected.
No, it's because I guess I don't know. My closing rates would be good.
The closing rates are good, but it's like we know when we. That's the thing. Like I'm kind of on your end of the spectrum where it's like most of my like cold opens are kind of warm opens. Like I'm gonna go in where I know I'm gonna close, and like I'm just not. I don't know. Like I'm not great. Like some guys are just kind of good at like small talk banter. That ain't me. That ain't me. Like I'd rather be like I'm not gonna entertain this any longer. I'd rather just leave and enjoy the rest of my night and hope something comes my way.
So being that we're the kind of individuals, and I know this because I've known you for long enough, we're really good at giving advice.
Yeah.
And not taking our own advice.
Oh, yeah.
So what, because I have some ideas that I know would really work. I just am too a pussy to use them.
Okay, let's hear it.
And this is in the spectrum of like, I guess, hitting on girls.
Right.
I've always noticed, and I've seen like when I actually would try the approach that always worked the most was like, it's gonna sound so stupid because it's so basic.
Yeah.
The hardest part is just literally doing it, going up and just saying like, "Fuck." I hate to say this. If they're in like a group, let's say it's like some girls or your buddies are there, you just need to fucking introduce yourself and be like, "Hey," and then bullshit small talk about whatever you guys are doing at the moment.
Yeah.
And maybe like take a few steps back. Don't keep engaging in the conversation, and kind of see what happens from that point. And then you can kind of like play it where you come in, go out, go in, go out. But like, I've never been one to really like full on go and be like, try and like corner this chick and talk to her and like, what's going on?
Because you know what? And here's the biggest thing for me.
I've seen it.
I never want to be the creepy guy.
I don't think anyone does.
But
like,
no, a lot of people don't give a shit. Or either they don't see it. Because you know how many guys are fucking creepy?
A lot, most of them.
You know, like I'm sure you've had girls that like you've been talking to who have sent their DMs to you, been like, these are the guys in my DMs.
This is weird.
Yeah, and I've seen it, and it's like, it is mind blowing.
Some people that you would never expect to.
What are some of the things they say?
I had to do this towards this because it's
some
hilarious.
of the things they said, like I can't. It's not that I can't repeat them because I don't want to be inappropriate. It's because they're so fucking weird and so completely off the chart insane. I don't even know where to start. It's just like the most random shit, and it's just constant. So it's like I just don't want to be like feel creepy. So it's like most of the time I'm just kind of like, I'm not trying to pressure anyone to do anything. It's like
it's like the in and out game.
You just let it ride and see what happens. So I'm not trying to like do these pickup lines and shit. Like I'm exactly that type of way. It's like you introduce yourself, but the hardest part for that type of attitude is like getting to that point where you're just like
show enough interest.
Like yes, and like,
Right.
but also like you break that ice and you're like, all right, I'm gonna go over there and make my myself known to this party, and then you're gonna be like, I'm also gonna make my interest known, and now you're like, okay, one step at a time, and you're just trying to be the cool guy, and like a lot of times it does work.
So, and it can not work though too. That's the thing.
Yeah,
right?
it's like sometimes they're like, oh, I was really into him, but he didn't seem into me.
Yeah.
And it was like, you seem unapproachable, that type of shit. And I'm like,
Yeah, or you could just do what Nadeem does and do like physically break ice
Physically
and
break
just
a block of
DM
ice.
and just DM that to girls.
Yeah. So then, what would be the best approach to DM a girl? Because we talked
about this.
Yeah.
So I actually want to know this because like I said, like that was genuine. Like I actually don't do a lot of DM sliding, and sometimes I do want to, not in a creepy way, but in a way where it's like, hey, this is the sort of modern dance we do now, where it's like you see somebody and you slide in their DMs. Like I've had girls slide in my DMs, which I end up meeting up with, and they're cool people. So it's like
this is the move on the internet. You guys ready for this?
I can't wait to hear this.
I learned this from Steve. Oh, he's the door shut. I was gonna yell Steve, but then it would have been really fucked up on the auto. Anyways, and this is like, and I know you co-signed this too, Nadeem.
Yeah. This is the move.
You reply to stories.
Okay, that I know.
Okay, that's it.
That I feel like
That's
everyone
it.
does. But where do you go? Where do you be unique from that? Or like say it's a cold open.
I don't know if everyone does that though, bro. I think a lot of people like.
How do you cold open?
They'll DM like a fucking wavy hands to a chick.
Oh
Hi.
no, that's
You know what it is,
Hi.
and this is kind of like
I'm creepy. Hi.
this is kind of how I do all like when I think about content I'm making. Like everything I got to do has got to be some witty or funny, or it's got to be like next level type of shit. So when I'm thinking about like replying to a story, I'm like, do I have anything funny or witty to say? And I'm like, nah, next time.
Nah, nothing yet.
But that's so funny because it's so different from real life, where I'll just be like, hey, what's up? Like,
Yeah.
here's my name. I'm not gonna come with anything witty in real life, but the internet, it's a different game.
That's why real life is way easier than texting.
So, absolutely, that's without a doubt. Well, here's what I think. Right.
Yeah.
Just to keep it really simple for the guys out there who are like, just tell me what to do. Right.
I want the answer.
So I think if a girl's, let's say, she's storying about like, I don't know. Let's say she's a fitness girl.
Okay.
Right.
Let's just
And she's
hypothetically.
She might be a fitness girl, and she's storying about like her ass.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not the story to message her on and be like, "Nice ass,
Good advice.
I want to lick you
Good
and put my
advice.
face in it."
Great advice.
Don't do that. You
Great
should
advice.
probably wait for the story that's like maybe it's her cooking food, or it's her like in her family, like something a little more wholesome. Where like not every guy
a launch point for the conversation.
Exactly.
You
If
got to
you were-
think a couple steps ahead.
You can't be like, oh, it's a picture of her ass, hard eyes. Like it's like you and 15 other dudes did the same thing 5 minutes
More
ago.
than 15
Yeah,
other
15.
days.
Right,
She has
depending.
15 followers.
They're all fucking dudes.
Of course.
And then all their friends, so 15 more. Anyways, you got to pick like a strategic story that's kind of like a little more ambiguous and be like, so maybe something you could personally relate to. So then at that point, you could have some sort of conversation following.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you just like, you're like every other fish dead in the water, like with the hard eyes on the butt photo.
Yeah.
Video, like, when they do
I
the
guess
thing
that's
in the
what
mirror.
it is, where it's like, I just don't want to be another fucking dude in the list of dudes.
Here's the thing, though. I think you no matter what, you're always going to be. Everyone is.
But I think like, and this goes back to the whole like real life versus internet thing. In real life, I don't ever feel like that guy. I don't ever feel like I'm just like another dude in a list of DMs, which is why I'm just more like myself in real life. And on the internet, it kind of feels like it seems, I don't know.
Yeah, but you got a blue check, though.
I know.
That's so corny.
Yeah.
Damn, that was corny.
But it's true.
fucking true, though.
But maybe that just adds to the fact
The
where it's like-
corniness. Yeah. Because
Yeah.
probably, yeah. I don't know, man.
Because I guess like you do want it to be, even though you're doing this like super corny, completely.
But that's the thing, though. There's no way around this.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
it's going to
exactly.
feel weird.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you feel when you're talking to a girl and then she asks for your Instagram? Are you kind of excited because you have a following, or is it kind of like,
Yeah,
now
but-
she's gonna like me more and it's gonna be fake?
Yes, I am, but only in the other way around. Like I want to meet somebody first, and then if they ask themselves, then they find out. It's like, cool, that's a nice little bonus. That's a nice little cherry on top. But I will never lead in. I'll never let them know what I do or who I am, just because I feel like that would be corny.
That already has a negative connotation.
It'd be like, if I meet a girl in real life, it'd be like, What do you do? It's like, oh, I make YouTube videos, and then I'd be like, yeah, I've got millions of subscribers.
Yeah, it's a little fucking weird.
So like,
it's honestly like
I downplay it. I'd be like, yeah, if they ask, I'd be like, I make YouTube videos. And
well,
then,
this is what I used to do. And
Yeah.
this didn't work, by the way. I'd be like, I put videos on the internet.
that sounds weird.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, I'd be like, I film videos for the internet. Because
Yeah,
then that's
okay.
automatically just like,
It's porn. Yeah.
what are you doing, porn, dude?
Yeah, that's it.
But I don't know, man. Like, honestly, I have a terrible time doing exactly that, explaining what I do. It's like it's the fucking worst.
You
Just
know-
like I film videos on the internet, and then and it's weird, man. I mean, this is a whole nother conversation to talk about.
What do you say when someone asks? Like the most concise version. What do you say?
I do social media. I'll say like I do social media, and I film
say social
videos
media.
for
Social media.
YouTube and for Instagram. And it's like fitness related. That's kind of what I say.
I say I make YouTube videos, and if they want to know more, then I'll answer it. But like I've done this for long enough where it's like making YouTube videos 10 years ago meant you didn't make any fucking money. Now it means you're a douchebag. Somewhere in between is where like I am a douchebag, but like,
Right.
like
right.
so the fact is like I've done it where it was like I would say I make YouTube videos and people would think, okay, you're completely unemployed. How do you make money? You're not successful. Then I used to say I was a writer, and they'd be like, well, you write books? And I was like, not exactly. But now
Seuss.
exactly. I've written a book, so it's like I am
Yeah.
now. But so I would go through this process of trying to be like, what do I say? And now knowing what YouTube has become, that it's an actual legitimate thing and people know about it,
Yeah.
I say I make YouTube videos with almost a sort of self-deprecating tone to it where it's like, yeah, I make YouTube videos. And it's like, if you want to know more about it,
Yeah.
I'll tell you, but I'm not sitting here thinking I'm the shit because I make YouTube videos. Like I enjoy what I do and I'm proud of it. But at the end of the day, I think I just sell clothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Very successful.
yeah. So,
What are you wearing right now?
oh yeah.
Oh shit! Is that live right now? Is
Yeah,
this
actually-
actually live?
It's
It's
been
been-
live.
it's
We
been
had the
live.
calculations. Oh, it is.
It would be live for a week.
Because
and
this
a
is
couple
the next
days.
one.
Yeah, this is the next one.
This is the next podcast.
But
though,
this
too.
is the type of shit you probably missed out on.
Yeah, if you didn't get it, it's definitely sold out. That's a fact. Facts.
So,
this
Mike-
one too, right?
That one too.
Maybe we should give this one away in this episode.
Okay.
So someone that has to be that big.
Oh, we should save one.
No, this one. I'll give this one away.
Well, you should have
Oh,
one
yeah.
to keep. 'Cause
Well,
you
yeah,
like-
I'll get
'cause
it.
it's a
I'll
dope.
keep this. Yeah.
We'll
You just
save
made
one
this
from
way
the
more
factory.
complicated than it
Oh,
had to be,
Jesus
bro. Thank
Christ.
you, Nadeem.
All
Can we
right,
give
so
him away?
Yeah, we get a new
Take-
Nadeem. Where's Terrain?
He needs a forever
We
home.
miss Terrain.
Yeah.
Bring him back.
so since you both make clothing, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Brad, your clothes they look like normal clothes. They're dope and stuff. But Mike,
Yeah.
your clothes have pictures of assholes on them. They're like
Yeah.
very funny.
Yeah.
Do you ever wear those out?
No.
No, you don't.
But this shit though.
This shit though.
This
I wear.
shit's fire.
This shit I wear all the time.
yeah, this stuff's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, no, I don't wear my ass eater shirts out.
But they sell like crazy.
They sell out though.
But you don't wear them bitches
Like,
out
I'll
though.
tell you what, I've got 5 different shirts that just say ass eater on them.
That's interesting.
I wouldn't have 5 of them if they didn't sell.
Yeah, my shit's a little more
wearable.
wearable.
But like, I love that though. I love that
No,
people
I get
like
it.
they go to a frat party, they go to the gym, and like, I'm wearing this shit.
yeah, no, I dig it. It's dope.
Yeah.
This is a little different. This vibe, the dual stuff's a little different.
Now this is
I
this is
enjoy it.
clothing that like I design because I want to wear it.
Yeah.
I design things that I want to wear because instead of going shopping, like literally instead of going shopping, I go, what do I want to wear? I'm gonna design it. I'm gonna make it.
Yeah, that's all the shit. My entire closet is literally my shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen Brad in years wear something that's not his own clothes, but it looks dope because it's like you're always coming out with new stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm excited, man. This year is gonna be a big year for. Damn, I can't even tell him yet, but being figure, it's changing. Be ready. There's people who watch. Anyways, won't get into that. Different podcast.
On your own time.
Yeah. This one though, we gotta dissect this a little more about.
Yeah. So we ended up on explaining what you do and like the fact that I don't bring up what I do to girls when I meet them in real life, but online you're like, it's nice that you have a blue check mark. It's nice that you have those credentials behind you, so you don't just get filtered into the rest.
But there's a whole nother thing that comes along with this.
Like, what is that? Like,
Living in LA,
yeah.
having a blue check mark, having a bunch of followers. Obviously, it's not relatable to people listening. Like most of them aren't like in LA with a bunch of followers on the internet,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But it has really changed. I think the way people interact. Like for me to like meet people now is kind of weird.
In
Like,
what way?
okay, for example, if I meet someone, I sometimes will be like, "Oh, you're that guy on the internet,"
Right.
and then it changes. From I don't know, maybe it's a personal thing where like now
I
I'm
feel like they already
worried.
have like this idea of
A
who you are.
preconceived idea about who I am, and then also like maybe their interest is in for the wrong reasons. Maybe they think I have shit, you know, or they think I'm gonna do shit for them or help
They
them
can blow up because of you.
get followers, whatever. And it's weird because like it was so much more simple.
Do you
before.
think though? Okay. That there's any part of you that someone, you know, shows interest in you and you're like, no, they only like me for what I have.
I don't necessarily think that, no. But the part of it's not even about. It's almost not even so much what they think. It's about what I'm thinking. It's like this. It's
can you trust them versus
right.
Okay.
This is a me problem. It's definitely not the other person problem.
Right.
It's a me and a trusting issue. This shit goes back deep into my life, but it's about trusting, like allowing someone in that I'm like, well, why are they here now?
But can't you? My question was, can't you just see like they're here because maybe they actually just like you who you are, and that you're assuming that they only like you for this is just putting that wall.
Absolutely, that's exactly what's happening. Yeah, I'm not saying that that's not happening.
Yeah.
I'm saying that's exactly what I'm doing or what I've done.
Right.
So you know, this is a personal thing that I'm trying to figure out.
Work through.
Yeah, I'm not saying I have this shit figured out. No way.
Yeah, I don't have shit figured out.
But I do know humans have fucking mating calls.
Yeah.
Which another one, there's some in the gym that people have without even like. You see how I changed the subject?
That was good. We got back on track.
Good, yeah.
If we only had a director to keep us on track.
Yeah, well, I got it.
Thanks, man.
Got you, bro. So there's mating calls where you don't even say anything.
Yeah.
In the gym.
That's like a true nature mating call.
In the fucking gym, true. Nadim, how do you do it?
That's like a mating dance.
In the gym?
In the gym. What's your mating call dance? Call dance.
Damn, honestly, I feel like I just keep to my own space, and then I feel like more people that kind of like know that I'm actually lifting kind of like fuck with
that. Never happens. What about yours?
My mating call in the gym?
Yeah, because I don't know what he was talking about. That was pretty good, Nadim, though.
No, that was real.
Real. That's actually happened to you. People have come around because they were like, whoa, you're lifting weights?
Because hella girls are getting into powerlifting.
Oh, okay.
So
This is accurate.
They actually see me lifting heavy properly, and I probably am the only guy that's not like harassing them. So then I feel like they feel like I'm a safe space, and then they're like, okay, this guy's actually cool. Do you know what I mean? Because I also go to the gym to train.
Is he cool? That's where he lost me. That's where I was like, I'm not following. Right before that, like you're lifting. Yeah. I was like, I got you.
I mean, I could go on a hoverboard and ask girls to squat them.
Fuck you.
I don't do that.
Also, not a good idea.
That's it.
That was actually one of the things that went viral for me that Nadim was like,
don't do.
100% don't do it. And that's when I was like,
believe you did that.
Yeah, it was stupid. It was very stupid, but it worked. It worked. And I remember literally, I was like, most of the time I was like, because he thinks it's a really bad idea and he genuinely was like, don't do it. I was like, this is it.
No, I thought it was a great idea. I was just like, you're going to die.
Yeah. And you're like, don't do it. I was like,
yeah.
Bet. Run that shit.
Wow.
Let's fucking see. Well, you just kind of go slowly, you know? Just like with picking up girls. One step at a time.
You just gotta step on that hoverboard.
Yeah, I squatted,
Shoot
body weight, and then you test it out, try barbell. It's like anything. I wasn't like just straight to 3
So then what's your move with the girls at the gym then?
Yeah, what is it? I gotta know this.
I don't really, that's what I'm saying. I'm really bad at this. I could I know how to I mean, this is the go-to. The go-to would be like, you see the girl, right? And then like.
You correct her form immediately.
Absolutely not. That's a terrible idea.
Terrible idea.
Number one might be like, if you're doing legs, well, actually nowadays it's different. 5 years ago, 6 years ago, it would have been like, if you're doing legs, stop doing legs, do some upper body near the girl, right? Nowadays, because like you said, girls are a lot more into lifting, than they ever were in
proximity,
powerlifting.
And then you hope you meet eyes in the mirror.
Yeah, we've talked about this, but now he's true. It's right.
Yeah.
Nadim, I was giving him shit, but it's true. Like a lot more girls are a lot more into lifting heavy,
but
here's
the thing,
properly,
and this kind of goes like.
But I was saying though, if you squatted heavy, they might be like, oh shit, because a lot of guys don't do that shit. Okay, they don't actually squat heavy.
But backing it up, that's sort of putting it in the ball in the girl's court, where it's like you go there next to her and you're hoping that she more or less makes a move or let you know. Do you guys actually hit on girls in the gym when you're working out, when they're working out? Do you actually do that?
I don't at the gym.
Me neither.
No.
I do not. And it's like, I'll make eye contact. If I see someone make eye contact with me, or if it starts to get really warm, then you're like, all right, now I'm going to talk to this person.
Describe warm.
Okay, you make eye contact a few times and you're working out, and then you see like they're near you, that more eye contact. Maybe there's like a situational sort of like you're working out something and they
move towards closer to where you're working.
Or it's
out.
like you start talking about something that's going on around you that wasn't.
And then you shoot off a flare, and they're like, "Holy shit! There's that guy. He just shot the flare."
What are you talking about?
I'm fucking with you. I just want to make you laugh.
I was like, flares. It's like, where do you get these flares at?
Just
But I'm
shot a
like,
flare
I think
off.
it's like, you know, you're just doing your workout,
Okay.
and like naturally things evolve where maybe like you're making eye contact.
take
and you're
the
like,
flare- you don't use
take
the
the flare
flare?
gun out,
Oh, no.
and you're just like,
Okay.
you know, you're seeing like she's cute, maybe she's into me, blah blah blah. Something happens where then maybe you guys like.
The flare gun falls out of the pocket.
Are you using this bench? Or
Okay,
like
not the flare
someone's
gun
using this,
still.
blah, and you start talking a little bit. Then maybe you open up a conversation. But for me, I'm not going to be like, oh, that girl's cute. I'm going to take my headphones out, go up to her,
Terrible idea.
engage in 5 seconds at least of talking that she can't hear before she pulls her headphones out.
Listen,
Where it's
yes. Listen.
like
That shit.
yeah. And then
is
it's like, what did you say? It's like,
classic.
sorry, let me just redo my opening line again.
Here's a real tip, guys. If a girl has her headphones in, do not try to talk to her until her headphones are completely out. Just wait.
But like,
Just wait.
But that philosophy for me has actually been a detriment because there was one time where I was talking to a girl at the bar who worked out at my gym, and I was talking to her at the bar, and she was like, "Yeah, you work out at the gym," and she was like, "I smiled at you once, and you didn't even smile back," and I was
So
like,
it didn't work.
"No, like because I wasn't even like registering that it was a
Negged
thing."
her.
I
It fucking came full
I
circle.
accidentally negged her.
It worked.
Well, she was
Holy
no,
shit.
She goes like this. She goes.
She's like, I just wanted your approval so
She
bad.
goes, I know you work out at the gym. You're always on your phone. And I was like, oh yeah, I guess that's me. And she's like, I smiled at you. You didn't smile back. I was like, I was probably on my phone.
And then,
Well,
okay, yeah. So yeah, no, I think hitting on girls in the gym is a terrible idea. I've done so many videos on my YouTube channel about this specifically, and girls say the same exact thing, unless circumstances like you just said, exactly the same.
yeah, it's got to be a warm thing. You got to have some sort of unsaid.
And describing warm is like eye contact, maybe 2 times, 3 times. If you guys are getting closer, you notice eye contact stays. But if you look at her and she keeps looking away and get further away from you, like you need to let her go away.
That's probably like
It's kind of fucked up, but people always say like, let the girls just work out, right? But I have known many people that have gotten in relationships and they've met at the gym.
it's a tough place. It's a
tough
tough place
place.
to do it.
I'm not saying it can't happen.
Yeah.
It can happen, but I feel like the go-to is like, at least for guys,
Have really good squat form.
have good squat form and
Tell you what, that's never done it for me.
let the girls do it. Because I think at this time, it's like, it's too scary to try to like go talk to a girl and like do something that could be perceived as wrong or interrupting. And most of the time, I think 90% of the girls that go out to the gym and guys, I don't know if that percentage is right, but they just want to work out.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I also think like if someone's in the gym and you see them there consistently and they're consistent and they're like working hard, for you to like jump in there and like fuck up their vibe is probably going to bother them more if you were trying to like,
Yeah.
if you were just there and you were kind of doing your thing just like they were, they might notice that, and over time you kind of maybe like a month will go by, you get a little closer and then maybe you try it.
Plus, there's a lot more assumptions going on as to like what the situation is. In a bar, yeah, you have to make some assumptions. Is this girl single? Is she interested? Whatever. In a gym, you're like, you don't know. Like they're there to work out. They're there to work out, and
Yeah.
secondarily, maybe they're there to look at you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're trying to weigh if this person's interested, if they're single, if there's any sort of chance. In a bar, at like let's say 1 a.m. on a Friday night, and she's there with her friends, you can. There's a percentage larger that she's probably single and maybe interested.
What's the number one move in the bar?
The same
Mating
thing.
call.
This for me or for like in general.
What do you think for people? For the dudes listening, for guys listening. I got
mean-
you guys, don't worry.
The honest thing is like the "can I buy you a drink" thing. It's like cliche, but it's like it's true. It's like, but it's not like, hey, can I buy you a drink? It's like you go up to a girl you're interested in, you introduce yourself. You don't just make it weird off the bat, and it's like you kind of know if they're interested or not, and then you either talk, just let the conversation flow, and then if it's flowing, you'd be like, would you like a drink? They say yeah, then you have a
That
drink.
means they
with
like
them.
you.
Not necessarily. Maybe they just want a drink.
At least they're
Whoa,
down.
Nadeem. Nadeem, relax,
Yeah.
dog.
No, it means that they'll
They're
have a
willing
drink.
to engage more.
It means
They're
the
willing to get a free drink. Some girls in LA just want a free
exactly.
drink.
So, but then you have something to move off from there. It's like, okay, now we're having a drink together.
Okay.
Now there's more of a chance you're interested. It's not certain, but now you're getting more information. Okay, so you have that. You're having the drink. Maybe they just wanted a free drink, and then if it seems like a kind of a cold thing, she might just dip out, which is fair. You got to take that L and leave. But
Yeah.
you're just trying to feel the other person out, and you got to remember there's another person on the other side of this too, which is where it's hard to take your own advice. You're like,
Yeah.
they're just as, if they're interested, probably just as nervous to be like, ooh, that was the guy I was looking at.
And they might have their own whole
Yeah.
like things that obviously everyone has their own issues and reasons why they would like not talk or they got walls up.
Yeah.
I mean that's any fucking anything.
You're just going in blind. You're just kind of feeling. You're just trying not to be creepy. That's it, man.
Then what's the move at the gym? If there was one absolute way, because I do have one that I feel like.
Can't wait to hear this. Okay. The move. If there was one absolute way at the gym.
One absolute move at the gym. I'm gonna go with the flare gun.
Okay, like literally a flare gun. And then because they'd be like, yeah, that was the guy that set off the fire.
Yeah, it was hot. It was lit in here.
Sick.
Anyways, no, not the flare gun. Damn, I don't know, man. I think it depends. Like everything depends on the situation. Number one, right? So, damn, the hardest thing is because you can't teach someone listening on the other side of this microphone, on the other side of this YouTube channel. You can't teach someone like how to feel the vibe.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
the most important. But that, I guess, that is the most important.
Like how to judge the energy, how to judge like
Because I think the can I buy you a drink in the gym is can you give me a spot?
No.
Fuck no.
No.
Why not?
Absolutely not.
Because I mean, I've been asked to give other guys spots before. You know what I mean? You give them the spot, you leave. It's like the same thing for a girl. You can't assume that because
wait, hold on. Did you say is it you asking to get a spot from a girl or you asking to give a girl a
never
spot?
give a spot. Never asked to give a spot.
So you ask a girl to give you a spot.
Yeah, say like you feel like there's something there. You guys keep looking at each other and you ask for a spot. And if she engages in conversation and she doesn't leave immediately, you're not the first person. You just say thank you.
Oh, so you're saying if it's warm immediately. Like if you sense a vibe there, you ask for the spot.
And instead of just approaching, I feel like a spot's easier.
Here's the thing though. This is the thing that we have to dissect. The vibe, the energy. How can we teach someone that? Because this easy to say, you got the vibe, and then you say spot me or fucking what do you
can't teach a vibe, okay? But you can give sort of like situations where it is. Where like eye contact, right? Like that's
number one for sure.
Eye contact, but you can heavily overestimate that pretty easily.
That's the thing, right? So if I'm a person, I don't understand it properly. If I'm thinking like, oh, she looked at me, it's go time. Like it might not be it. That's the thing.
But the thing, I think the problem with it is like there comes a level of instinct, and instinct is important in whatever you do, whether you're talking to a girl or whether you're just doing something for your career, for like what we do, what we find entertaining. There's a level of things that connect with something,
right? And
you need to be in touch with that, and it comes with some trial and error, and it also comes with, I think, being confident in yourself. Like, for instance, you will miss things that other people, the vibes people are putting out to you, if you're not open to them.
Absolutely.
Like where that girl was like, I was smiling at you and you didn't smile back. Like, I honestly wasn't paying attention. Like I saw her, I was like, she's attractive, but I'm not here assuming this is not like a mating ground for me.
Right.
I'm here to work out, and I just missed it. But maybe if I was more open and more like, and I think at that time it just wasn't. Like I was just probably pretty unapproachable.
Yeah. So this is the thing then. It's just kind of like, where are you at personally in your life, and like what walls have you put up?
There's a lot of things that got to match up.
Yeah, and that's the craziest thing about like dating or finding girls, and I think just in general, is like timing is so fucking important, because you could be amazing at like interacting and like talking and all this stuff, but maybe like the last week you just had a shitty week, or you went through something else and it completely affected that situation that you found yourself in on Saturday, and the whole week before that was fucked. And so it's timing is so important. I guess I'm trying to be able to describe to everyone listening like that feeling when it's like, okay, I should approach now. And that is really hard, because it's dependent completely on like how you're feeling, where you've been, like have you failed before in the same situation? Like there's so many things that might pop up where you're like, fuck this.
And the hardest part about that too is you might have all the green lights, but you're doubting yourself, and now you're going, oh, it's not warm. She's looking that way. She's doing this. So you have a lot of factors in play where you can be like, how do you teach somebody that vibe? And the answer is you can't. Like you have
trial and error.
You have to learn it yourself. And like I'm like, the thing about giving advice and not taking it, there's been multiple times where I know a girl is looking at me, she's interested, and I'm looking at her, and I'm like, make the move now. Nothing.
Well, that's nothing. Bro. Like that's
so. What's harder? What? Making the move or getting rejected?
Making the move, which is funny, because we know that. Fucked. We know the answer to that.
Son of a bitch,
but
bro.
The thing is, like at the gym, it's a little harder. It's a little harder to be rejected at the gym. you know, it's like a little bit more uncomfortable.
You're gonna
Especially if
see
it's a
them.
gym you always go to.
At the bar, it's just sort of just like, hey, whatever, you know, shots.
That's expected.
Yeah. At the gym, like, there's so much going on there. It's a really hard place to pick up somebody, but it's also like it's a great place if both people are on the same page, which is so hard to get.
Yeah,
but there's that's to the process too, where you gotta not only do you have to see the signs, but you have to see them and then act immediately.
So the takeaway is you guys gotta just you kind of gotta go for it.
Yeah.
In a respectful way.
In a respectful way.
Yes.
Yeah.
That will get you way further.
Absolutely.
Than cheesy pickup lines.
Number one, like I said, if you're gonna just go for it. Just keep it fucking simple.
Yeah.
Keep it simple. Don't overdo it. Short and sweet. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the go-to. And then you can learn off of that what's working for you, what feels good when you're doing it. Like maybe try that. If it works more, then keep going down that road. But I think it was good.
Yeah.
That's fucking solid.
I think the respectful thing is actually what will be the best pickup line in the long run. Because it's like, how many times is this girl probably been hit on at the bar or the gym or whatever? And it's like, you just roll up and like, even if she's not interested, the fact that you came there and didn't make her feel weird is going to put points in your book. Yeah. And maybe it was like those 2 points you needed to make the conversation actually go through.
Yeah.
And you know, it's like that's the age we're living in now, where it's like girls' DMs are flooded with dudes hitting on them, and you're like, you got to be one of them. And it's like, yeah, you know, this is how shit gets done now, but you don't want to be doing that at the expense of your own dignity and being a creep.
Yeah.
Nah.
Fuck that. All right, so where else are there mating calls? I mean, obviously everywhere else.
I was gonna say work,
grocery stores, work, all this shit.
I couldn't tell you shit about work. Hitting on a girl at work. I mean, I don't work with anybody.
Yeah, it's fucked. Where else, Nadeem?
I feel like people meet. I don't know, gyms, bars.
Well, like dating apps, but that's kind of
it's a given.
Now, dating apps is a whole different subject, which I feel like we should save for
definitely save.
Yeah, because that's there's a lot to go in there.
We should save that for
We're
another
save
podcast.
That. You guys don't get that information just yet.
Fuck you guys. No, I just kidding. Love you guys, but not right now because it's gonna be way too much. We could talk about that for like another hour. But,
I feel like they're all similar situations. You know, like you're
like you don't go to a grocery store to get hit on. A girl doesn't go there.
But you got to adapt to whatever situation you're in. You know what I mean?
Every situation.
You have to read it. And some of them are going to be way harder than others. So for instance, the gym versus the bar. The bar is sort of like people go to the bar kind of to meet other people. Like that's the assumption we're all there for.
But people don't always go to the gym to meet other people. They go to work out.
They go to work out.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you're there just for fun, sure. And like, but you're understanding that the environment you're in, the situation you're in, this is what you're working with, and you only have a little bit of information, but you have a little bit more than the gym.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's it then for this podcast.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I'm running out of this.
Let's run it. So make sure you guys subscribe, turn the post notifications on every Wednesday at
9 a.m.
We're doing it here? We're doing it here?
Yeah.
Every Wednesday, 9 a.m. Turn the post notifications on because YouTube might not tell you, but we'll be back every Wednesday at 9 a.m. along with Brosverse on Monday at
9 a.m.
9 a.m.
Everything's 9 a.m.
Even the outtakes, bloopers.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but only the podcasts are every Wednesday. The bloopers and the
Every
bloopers
other.
is every other.
Everything's
9 a.m.
But a podcast every Wednesday. Make sure you guys subscribe. If you're on iTunes and this is the first time you're hearing this, make sure you go and drop a dope review, 5-star. Yeah, that's it. I think that's it.
Yeah,
covered.
We did
and
a
if
really
we're not on Spotify, then go to Spotify as well. I don't know if we're there yet. Probably not.
We're gonna be your best artist of 2020.
Yeah, that's what I want. 2020 will be us.
Top artist 2020.
We should take an artist photo.
What does that look like?
I don't know. They do. They like
do artist
They
shit?
normally sit like.
But if they're listening, you can't hear it, so we have to describe it to you.
Yeah, we're gonna
Or you
describe.
can't see it. You can
So
hear
we're sitting at the edge. This is bad. We shouldn't do this. We're sitting at the edge of our seats.
it. Nadeem, just cut us off.
What if we just go like this,
Just
and then it's right there?
All right.
That's
We're
like a
ending the
mixtape.
podcast in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, it's lit.
perfect. Awesome. That was sick.